So what does New York City, Chicago, and Las Vegas all have in common? They're all in the top 10 for travel destinations in the United States. That's what they have in common. So in today's video, I want to uncover one secret that I figured out that's going to forever change how you take your vacations. Are you ready to supercharge your finances and get all the money back for every single vacation you ever take? Well, if so, then stay on this video till the end. Now, before we get started with this, I want you to hit the subscribe button at the bottom right there, and also like this video, because that's why I keep making them. And that's why I'm going to teach you the secrets of the rich and how they use money in a totally different way than you do. We want to make more videos like this to help everybody, including yourself. But I need you to help me a little bit. And how you do that is by boosting up the algorithm by saying thank you and clicking that like button. All right, so let's lay the foundation of this vacation hack, shall we? You see, most people pay for travel in one of two ways. They either save up the money to pay for the vacation, and they usually do that in a separate bank account, or most people just plop it all on a credit card. Some people purchase a vacation with a credit card and then they pay it off later. But in order to help you get all the money back from these vacations, let's look at the best elements of both of those situations. So step one, I want you to imagine you're buying your dream trip. But while you're doing it, you're earning travel rewards by using the right kind of credit card. And that's the same as getting cash back. So it's kind of like turning your vacation expenses into a golden ticket for your future financial gains. Check this out. This is your credit card and the travel points. So I did some of the work for you. I scoured the internet for some of the best credit cards that you can use to book your vacation. And while you're using this on your vacation, these are the ones that I came back with. Now, here's a disclaimer. I am not sponsored by any of these credit cards, so unfortunately, they're not giving me any money. But I'm gonna include a link on each of them in the description below. So the first card is the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. So this is a great card. I use this one, but I like to think of this as a good card for beginners. You don't need an amazing credit score to get it. They earn high rewards for every penny you spend, and you can transfer the points to travel partners at a rate of 1-to-1. This card also offers a whole bunch of travel and shopping protection. So if someone steals your card and racks up their vacation, you're protected. There is an annual fee, but there is no intro APR offer. That's a bummer. The next card I wanted to talk about is the American Express Gold and the Platinum card. Now, they do charge a pretty high fee, but they're high reward potential on these cards. So with this credit card, they have a travel department, and you can use some of those benefits to help justify the fee. There's also a comprehensive airport lounge area. I can tell you, that's worth every penny right there. But again, I mentioned the fee for this card is really high, the platinum level only. So the most important thing using this card is that you maximize the credits that you get. You get membership reward points for booking right directly with the airlines or on AmexTravel.com. The next card is the Chase Sapphire Reserve card. There's a $300 annual travel credit, and it's incredibly flexible. This card has a generous welcome bonus. You can get 50% more value when you redeem the points for travel through the Chase Points transfer system. And also, you can use valuable airline and hotel partners to save even more. So in the beginning of this video, I talked about the two ways you can pay for your vacations. Number one, you could save the money up in an account. And number two, we went over all the credit card ways you can pay for it and even get points. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring it all full circle. But instead of saving money in somebody else's bank, what we're gonna do is we're gonna change one thing. And we're gonna take the money you were saving for the vacations, but we're gonna change where it goes. We're gonna put it into your own banking system. We call this privatized banking. You know what it really is? It's a specially designed whole life insurance policy that we're gonna use with a concept or a process called the infinite banking concept. So all I want you in your mind to envision is you changed where your savings, your vacay savings, went first. We put it into this specially designed whole life policy. Now what we're gonna do is we're then gonna use the credit card to pay for all the expenses for the vacation you want to take. And in doing so, you're going to get all the points. So you've got your credit card, which now has a balance on it. But what we're going to do is we're immediately in the first 30 days of putting money into your own bank, the specially designed whole life, we're going to take a loan from your bank and we're going to pay off the loan to the credit card, which is the balance. Now, when we do that, what we're going to do is we're going to look at what the credit card would have charged you every month if you were to have made those payments on the credit card balance that you used to have. Because remember, we just paid the balance off with a loan from your bank. But now what we're going to do is we're going to make monthly payments from you to your bank, which is putting the money back into your banking system. But the best part is when we took the loan from your policy, we didn't stop the earning potential. Your money never stopped earning interest and dividends if it's set up properly, which is exactly what we do. So now every single month, we're just taking money and we're just repaying the loan to your policy. It's the same darn thing you were doing before. Because before, let's recap what you were doing. You were saving money in someone else's savings account, okay? Someone else's bank. You changed where that money went. And then we paid off the credit card, but we took the monthly payment you would have made the credit card every single month and we put it back into your policy. All we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that we owe them nothing, that we eventually get all the money back. We get all the points from the credit card company, but we pay them no interest, and we make a spread on our money by earning uninterrupted compound interest. Come on now. How do you want to pay for your vacations? This is how I do mine. So now let's add a third step. Now, in transparency, this is a bit advanced, so this isn't going to be applicable for all of you. But since I just showed you how to get all the money back for all the vacations you're ever going to take, now I want to show you how you can write them off as well. So when I take a vacation, not all, but most of the vacations, they have a business purpose. Either I'm speaking on a stage, maybe I'm doing a board meeting. The most recent one, I went to New York City with my wife and we did a meeting there for our foundation to figure out where we wanted to donate money. Because we did that, and because it was all done under the corporation, we were able to write it off as a business expense. Why? Well, because the vacation, i.e. the business trip, was for business. From time to time, when we were walking around the city, we also talked about business. We were talking about, I wonder how much that apartment building would cost. We were also talking about different charities that we could potentially donate to. You see, it was a business discussion. So therefore, when we paid for that expense, that business trip, we paid out of the company. And the company was able to write that off as a deduction. Now, what were we able to write off? Well, because we did that for our foundation, which would be no different than doing it with your entity, we were able to write off the flights there, the hotel stay, we were able to write off breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All of it was a complete tax write-off because it was for business purposes. So I'm not a tax advisor and not a CPA either. So consult with your CPA or tax and legal professionals to make sure that you can do this with your entity. But I do know, as long as the trip is used for business, it is a write-off to your company. But also, then go back to steps 1 and 2. You're using a credit card that gets you points and rewards. You're paying the credit card off using your own privatized banking policy, and you're implementing a process called the infinite banking concepts. So not only are you getting the tax write-off for the business trip, you're also getting all the money back for every vacation you ever took because you're using the process. I hope this was helpful, and if you want more, I've got lots of other videos that you can check. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and also like this video. And hey, by the way, if you like it, there's a little alerts button up here. Smash that alerts button so every time I put a new video out, you're notified.